Hello everyone and welcome to So Good Saturday. My name is Delonda and my channel is called Crafting with Delonda. Today I am going to demonstrate how to make this super cute in the hoop bookmark. I made this with my Ricoma Marquee 2001 embroidery machine and I'm so excited to share this process with you. Now, at the end of the video, if you find this helpful, remember to like the video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, before we start to look at all of the materials you're going to need, first, please let me say you will need a file. This file, I got this one from Design Bundles. I am a Plus member of Design Bundles, so you'll have to either join the membership or see how to purchase the file. Also, when you take a look at my links for my ricoma below the video, if you're interested in getting a ricoma or interested in learning more about how to get a ricoma and which ricoma is right for you, even when you click on my link, you will not be prompted to purchase this exact embroidery machine I have. There are a lot of different options, and the representative that you speak with from Ricoma will help you find the option that's best for you. Now, without further ado, let's look at the materials needed to create this super cute bookmark. Let's get started. I am on the designbundles.net website, and I just did a search for embroidered bookmark, and this is one of the options that came up. It just says pencil bookmark in the hoop project, and because I am a Plus member, I can get this for 1 credit. So I'm going to click buy now for 1 plus credit and confirm and download again. So let's get that saved to the USB drive. Everything I'll do from here will be back on the camera. The materials I'm using for this tutorial, of course, I'll be using my Ricoma Marquee 2001. I'll also use tearaway stabilizer. You can also use water soluble stabilizer. This is sized for a 4x4 hoop, but I'll be using my 11x13 mighty hoops. I'll use 1 piece of faux leather that I purchased in this big package of faux leather. I'm using white magnetic core bobbin, and I'll use these push pins or adhesive spray as needed to keep the faux leather in place. Let's go ahead and get the tearaway stabilizer on the hoop, and then we'll move over to the ricoma. Okay, I'm just going to remove this painter's tape. This is just how I keep mine labeled, and I will just add a piece right here. I have my hoop, and what I'm going to do first is place it on the machine, making sure that it's snug and secure. I'm also going to double check the bobbin and make sure I have enough bobbin in place already for this project. What I'm going to do now, I have the file saved on my USB drive. I'll go over here to select design. I'll look for that file. It's called In the Hoop Bookmark. So let's look for it. You might hear my dog in the background making a lot of noise. Let's see if we see it. Okay, right there, DB. There it is right there. I'll click select and I'll click save to machine. Save here, and now I will go over to the machine options and I'll look. There's the bookmark right there. I can see that it is 1.7 by 6, and Okay, it says that there are 8 colors. Oh wow, I'll click select. And I think I might even go back over to the Design Bundles website and see what colors they use so I can match mine to those colors. I'm going to click select hoop, and I'm using my 8x13 hoop this time. I'll click OK. All right, and now I'll go to select colors, and what I'll do is go back over to the Design Bundles website and take a picture of the colors they have so that I can make sure mine matches. So here's a picture of what the file looks like from Design Bundles. I'm going to try to make mine match this, so I'll just be careful about how I choose my colors. So number 1, according to what's on the screen, is what's flashing around there, and what's on here is yellow, so I want mine to also be yellow. So when I look at my colors, I can see that my yellow is number 9, so I'll click 9 right here. And then okay, the next color is white. I'm still going to just keep it on 9. And then the colors in the middle. So for this part right here, I'm just going to go through and make sure that all of my color options match the colors that are in the picture. We're ready. So now what I'm going to do is go into click setup mode. I'm going to go to embroidery mode, and I am going to trace the design. This tells me that this is 6,000 stitches. It's not very much, not very many stitches, 6,000 stitches right there. And we are on the first color. And I guess it's a little bit weird using yellow, but we'll see how this goes because the first stitch is a tack down stitch anyway. So we will see how this goes. Let's go ahead and trace and make sure we are in a good place. Okay, we are good. I'm going to go ahead and click start. Now that I'm finished with the tack down stitch, I'm going to take a piece of the faux leather and I'll cut a piece that's big enough to cover the tack down stitch. And once I have it in place, I'll use some straight pins to hold it while it's being stitched onto the tearaway stabilizer. Now my machine was set to automatic manual. You will see Milo walking through the video a few times. He's in there in the background. But what I should have had it set to was just automatic. I didn't need to keep pressing start. So the machine is going to go through the series of colors that I chose before I started, and it's going to actually just embroider the thread on the faux leather in the shape and look of a pencil. And I just think it's really cute. This whole process took maybe 15 minutes at the most, but the embroidery part definitely went very fast. So once I got through all of the 7 colors, well actually it's 8 colors, but once I went through all of the 7 stitches, I had to remove the hoop from the machine, and I sprayed a little bit of adhesive on the back, and I added a second piece of faux leather to bring it all together. Now that I have the hoop back on the machine, I am going to apply that last stitch, and then we'll go over to the table and put it all together. All right, so now I'm just going to remove the hoop, cut around the stitching. Cutting is not my favorite thing to do, but I'm going to do my best. This is it so far. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Okay, so now all I need to do is use my single hole punch and punch a hole through this. Pay attention to this face right here because this is the face I made for the next 10 minutes while I tried to punch a hole in that faux leather with my single hole punch. I don't know if it just wasn't strong enough, but whenever you see me resort to scissors, when you already know how I feel about scissors, that's where I was with trying to get that hole. I ended up using my little snippers and cutting the hole after I punched somewhat of a hole that was good enough for me to get the tassel through it, and I was happy with the end result. As good as I'm going to get that part. I don't think I'm going to get it any better than that. I know you hear Milo barking in the background, and I'm sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is take this little pink tassel and stick it through the hole right here, and like that. And there I go. And that is just the cutest. Oh my goodness. These can be personalized. This is so cute. This is so cute. I love it. Look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So hopefully you have found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now head on over to Patrice's channel at Craftable Things so you can see the In the Hoop project that she has to share with you. Here's mine. You'll see hers. If you haven't subscribed to mine, make sure you do. If you haven't subscribed to hers, make sure you do. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.